regular meeting too. I'll ask Dave. Dave, you want to lead us in the pledge?
Of course.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Dave.
Nice jacket, Lon.
Yeah. Hey, did you see that? Million Mile?
Yeah.
Had some wrecks though.
Yep.
Let me see.
We do roll call?
Yeah, roll call.
1 second, I'm sorry.
I worked this week a little bit. I went to Fort Huron up to Big Rapids.
Did you?
Okay, Strauss,
Here.
Hofling,
Here.
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh,
See if I can get her to unmute the phone here.
There she is.
Here.
Hank, Haskell,
Here.
Jeske, Fitzpatrick, Brown. Okay,
Okay, what's next? Do we have public comment or?
You can do public comment, yes.
Okay. Any public comment out there?
I don't see any hands raised.
Okay, hearing none, we'll move on. So we've got what, 2 motions in, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Dave, you want to take them?
Okay. Motion to approve the updated L4029 to include the Gypsy Moth millage and allow the chair to sign.
We have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, thanks, Emma. Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll ask the clerk for a roll call.
Hofling,
Yes.
Pittsburgh,
Yes.
Strauss,
Yes.
Haskell.
Yes.
Okay. Go on to the next motion. You want to take that one, Dave?
Sure. Motion to allow the sheriff to dispose of a Kubota L5740D tractor as a donation to the county of Clare as permitted by MCL 434481 and allow for ads to be placed in the local papers with December 4th, 2020 being the deadline to claim said property.
Do we hear a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Sam. Motion made and seconded. Any comments? You want to say anything, John? Hearing none, I'll ask the clerk for the roll call.
Hofling,
Yes.
Pittsburgh,
Yes.
Haskell,
Yes.
Strauss.
Yes. Motion passed.
Thank you.
Yep, good, Danny. So now we're going to move into our regular finance.
Samantha, thank you, Jeff.
I would like to ask John to clean my chair, please.
Are you back to work or are
Are
you?
you familiar with this, Dave? Are you? Or
Wednesday.
I've not done the final.
you didn't think bad?
Wednesday, my quarantine ends.
Well, I'll be,
Go to your deer blind?
I'm gonna be there Sunday morning early.
like here's the first one here is it's for $128. And you'll see that here,
That's right.
Tracy, are you done with me?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
28.
Thank you,
Are
everybody.
you done
We'll
with me, Tracy?
see you later.
Yes, thank you.
And you'll be responsible for keeping them in the order. You know, so this will be on top always. So let me see. I guess you could lay it down and then when you're all done, we'll have them all in order. So you look at them and if you agree, you know, you agree to pay them, then you'll check it off. If you have questions, you can bring those up, or you don't, you think it's a bill that we aren't responsible to pay or need to take to the full board, and you can question that also.
Can I add something, Leonard?
Sure.
On the back page, David, is a list of the funds and then the department. So the first 3 letters is the fund number. So if you're wondering, you know, like the first one, answer heating and cooling, who's paying for that and out of what fund. It's a 101, so you know it's a general fund. And then the 265 number is the department. So then you see it's coming out of courthouse and grounds.
Okay.
So that's how to read those. And then there's a little description next to it, says service boiler.
Okay.
So that kind of gives you a mini description of what is being paid for.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, let me see now. Call the finance meeting to order at 9:06. We go with public comment now, or we just have one at the end? I can't remember.
Finance, I think you've been doing it just at the end.
Okay.
The finance, we just have Strauss and Hoagland present, right?
Correct.
We can start them. I'll give you a few to start with. Some of these ones from Harrison Lumber, we'll watch those kind of close.
Okay.
Not too many cars out there. A lot of people off today, are they?
I don't know, what's going on with the departments. We are, closing the courthouse starting Monday.
Uh-huh.
I sent a notice out to all the commissioners too, so you knew. They are, they'll be doing it by appointment only, so, but we'll still have screening here at the entrance, so that if they do have somebody coming in for an appointment, that they're still screened. Lori, did you have all your questions answered with regards to the emails that you sent me yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
We got many contestants out there, Jesse?
We got a few. We've
Who's all?
Kim Davis, Cheryl Engel, Michelle Ambrositis, and somebody that's KLP.
Just set a check mark next to it, right?
Yeah. If you see the number, then check it off. Most of it's just kind of boilerplate stuff. We might very rare run into one that's any approve them, then they can go ahead and pay them.
I hear they're still trying to push a bill through for, to increase the, terms for county commissioners from
Are they?
2 to 4, yeah.
Huh.
Could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You think you'll run again, will you, Dave?
It's possible. A lot changes in 2 years.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And honestly, I don't think it would really be a terrible thing because I think, you come in as a commissioner, you just get your feet wet within the first 2 years. You really didn't have time to do a whole heck of a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, we've made some progress with this budget, but
Mhm.
if I had another 2 years to dig into this thing, we'd be a lot better off, I think. Here's a weird thing. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong portion, but this line item's not. I
And
don't
then
see
on
it.
the back. Which one are you looking at?
I'm looking at the third one.
288?
Yeah, 288.
288 is the fund.
Yeah, and then 614.
Is homemaking.
Yeah. Well, I don't see a 864 line item.
Travel and expense
Yeah, well, I don't see one.
in their budget.
Yeah. It only goes to 672 is the last one on their thing, and then the next page is 615. So
So let's see.
That would be a revenue line.
Revenue.
maybe I'm in the wrong portion. of the budget.
626.
615. He said the.
Yeah, it goes from 614 to 615 on the next page. But there's over here on 614. Okay. Well, I don't see an 864 line item,
Nope.
do you? Am I in the wrong section?
Yeah, these are the revenues.
Yeah. So I'm in the wrong section then.
Yeah, but that's all right. We'll get there. No, this is 292. 291.
Okay.
629. Six 617. There you go.
No, I need 614.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, all right, there we go. I was just in the wrong section.
No problem.
What money we're looking for, Dave, is you see it on the paper here and you see the bill.
Yeah.
And you look at the bill and you have to determine if you think it's a legal bill that we need to pay. Which most all of them are.
Yeah, I was just curious to make sure we had money in the line item, that's all. I know it's a little slower. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, it's okay.
So I know I'm slow.
Is that a current budget, like as of the week, or is that the one from the beginning of the fiscal year?
I didn't see the budgets on my desk last meeting, so I'm assuming that
Oh,
now.
she doesn't hand them out every week. It's changing
Oh, yeah, I know
every week.
that. It says as of the 31st of December.
Oh, that one that was laying on there was for Stephanie.
Oh, I see.
I laid it there so that she would have it when she came in.
Oh, these are upside down.
Change daily.
Okay, let's see. This is.
You didn't have enough people gonna come in for Wednesday, huh?
It was gonna be, short,
Yeah,
3 people, so Samantha suggested, canceling it. Oh, they got 139 prisoners that have tested positive in the St. Louis prison.
That's where.
Crazy.
my sister used to work there. She taught computer.
Oh, Wentworth named Speaker of the House.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was a hard fought battle. I'm glad he's got it though.
Work hard for it.
Oh, this is probably the. Yeah.
What are you seeing?
I would have named this item something other than the name of the car, but that's okay. Because when I see a line item, it says white Chevy, and it looks like they got it for under $200. I want to know where they're buying the car.
Any more people come on, Jess?
Someone called Haley's on.
Who?
Haley.
What's first name?
Yep, just a first name.
Oh, Haley, I see. Pretty name.
What kind of dog you thinking about?
You know, I'm just I used to have dogs called Briards. They were a pretty good sized dog.
You want something you can take with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just in the thinking stage. I don't like a dog that has a lot of hair shedding, you know?
Right.
And you don't want a golden retriever.
Or a German Shepherd.
Right.
Yeah.
A Labradoodle would be nice.
My daughter has one of those, my grandkids. They're a pretty dog. Good size though.
Yeah. Yeah, the Labradoodle and the Golden Doodle, they don't shed as much.
Yeah.
We had 2 of the golden retrievers and I was sweeping every day
Yeah,
to keep up with it because it was just awful. And most of it must have come from my older golden because now that she's gone, it's not quite as bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
My grandkids, they got a Labradoodle and the other grandkids have got a Vissla. Well, it doesn't shed much.
Mm,
It's a real short, you know, a Vissla?
mm-mm.
Any information on your dad, Lori? Is he coming along better?
A little bit better. He can sit or stand for about 5 minutes now instead of 2.
He's still up to Houghton Lake?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Leonard, those are a nice looking dog.
Vissla?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah,
Saw a picture of it, huh?
yeah. One they're showing looks a lot like my golden retriever, except it doesn't have the longer hair.
They really got short hair.
Yeah,
My son-in-law is kind of allergic to dogs and cats, and so that's, the kids wanted a dog, so that's the one he checked out. Because it was so short-haired that didn't shed hardly any. Kind of long-legged thing. You have a dog, Dave?
I used to, had him for 17 years. He
Oh,
was
boy.
a Brittany Spangle.
Yeah, bird dog, yeah. Well, 17 years, you must have taken good care of him, because that's a pretty, they're reaching the end of the line there.
Yeah.
Now here's some more new ones there for you.
Yeah.
Can you reach him?
And he loved to run, so I spent quite a bit of time running after him.
Have one now, though, huh?
Need a little break after that.
Did you look up Briards? Briard? A pretty expensive dog. I don't know, $1,000. A real loyal dog, and they got,
they almost look like a sheepdog.
yeah, they're,
Lots of hair. Lots of hair.
didn't shed a lot though, but they have great hearing. They used them in the war. They'd send them out on the battlefield when the soldier was down. They could tell if the soldier was still alive by breathing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The Germans would shoot them.
Wow.
Oh, boy. Yeah, we get a lot of these are Gordon Food Service, Dave. A lot of money there. Does Lori Phelps, does she have the COVID? Somebody was saying?
No, she had to be quarantined because of her, something to do with volleyball, and her daughter had it, or had
Probably
Had been-
somewhere where it was.
someone had it on the volleyball team, and she had to be quarantined, and then Lori was contacted by the health department, so she
Yeah. Did Jeff have it, or is he just Brown somebody had it?
was quarantined. Yeah.
It's going to be a long winter. This keeps up.
Oh, boy. You go to the restaurants today, Dave?
I like to, when I can, support the local economy.
Yeah. Is Jeff out there, is he?
He left.
He left.
Left. You know,
There's another one that says white Chevy. Okay, what about a white Chevy?
oh yeah, a repair bill.
Yeah, this time it's a little more acceptable if we bought a white Chevy.
Bigger price, huh?
Yeah. 315. Yeah, that's about right. Replace the axle on my.
There she is.
Hi, would you be able to sign off on each of those? Those are for mileage sheets for the Gypsy Moth workers.
Okay.
And I missed the email when she sent
Okay,
it
you
to
want to
me.
do it right now?
You can just do it and send it with the bills when you're done.
Okay.
Thank
These are
you.
both Gypsy Moth, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
I'm really glad that passed because I saw the counts. They're even worse than we thought they were.
Yeah.
It's horrifying.
You live on Bluegill Lake?
Yeah, we're right across the street from Bluegill.
Is it fishing or anything?
Yeah, Bluegill has really good fishing. Long Lake, which is next to it, not as much, but that's just because of all the high speed boat traffic.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still catch fish on it, but you gotta be careful when you're doing it. It's pretty hard to do.
Yeah, I don't like to fish with this. I'm finding lakes in the UP because I always fished in Canada, but I can't get in there now.
Yeah.
I might not go back, but I was up on the UP last year and I found some, I like bluegills.
Yeah, Bluegill Lake has a whole bunch of them.
Okay.
The main difference between the two lakes is Bluegill Lake, you're not allowed to use powered craft on.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's good.
you don't have people zipping around, on water skis and
You
whatnot.
can't use electric even, huh?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you can row it or sail it, you're fine. But
Yeah.
motors are a big no-no. They'll have a huge fit if you try to do that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's not. It's like a sort of a small round lake, whereas Long Lake's long and thin.
I took a trip there Sunday driving. I went up to Steve's Market. I've never been to Steve's Market before.
They
Harrison.
Yeah, they have the best price for New York strip steak
Yeah.
around, and they'll cut up a whole bunch of it for you. You can fill an entire cooler full of stuff, and you'll have steak for weeks.
Yeah. I bought some pork there. I've been using, put it in my crock pot. You had a good price on that pork. It was good.
Mhm.
You go there, do you, Lorraine?
Mhm.
Steve?
I shop at all the stores,
Yeah.
like certain things from certain stores.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My crock pot, when I do beef, I get it too dry. I must cook it too long.
Meat.
You think?
Because I had the same problem. And so I tried buying different grades of meat at different stores. And because I would cook it just a short time and it would just be just as dry as if I cooked it all day.
Yeah.
I think it's the meat.
What cut do you like?
I like Angus beef.
Mhm.
That's, and when I use Angus roast, it doesn't get dry like that.
Oh, okay.
I used to get so upset because my roasts were always dry.
I go down there to Myers and I just try to get a great big hunk of beef there, Pork, I don't have that trouble with.
Right. Yeah, so try different kinds, brands or whatever you call it. I like the Angus.
For that.
I didn't have that with, when I bought a cow either. It wasn't dry.
Oh, yeah, I know you bought them half a beef or something.
Made biscuits and gravy last night. It was so good. Sausage gravy. I haven't had that in a long time.
Sounds really good.
Kim Davis said schnauzers, they say schnauzers don't shed.
You know, I always like to look at those schnauzers, I really do.
Uh-huh.
That's small enough to go places.
Yeah. Does she have one?
I don't think so. I know her sister had some basset hounds.
I always like to look at schnauzers. Now, there's, some of them are fairly big, but not all of them, are they?
What's that?
The schnauzer. Some of them are small.
Yeah.
No, they have a miniature and a standard. Schnauzer.
Okay. Do you have one, do you, Kim?
No, right now I don't have a dog. We lost our dog about a year ago.
Oh, yeah.
You should have one about the size that I've got. She's about like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little bit bigger than that, but she's tiny.
Yeah, what kind is it?
She's a Yorkie and something mix, I think.
Yeah.
But she's a tiny little thing. Yeah. Her name's Elsa.
Elsa?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was Walt's dog.
Okay, yeah. Where's he at now? You ever anything of him? The people that I know from church that, you know, took him all over, they quit coming because they're scared of the COVID curse.
He's over at one of the homes there in Clare. We haven't heard from him.
Yeah.
No.
You're lucky.
I agree.
You were able to go right in and sub-teach in MRA? You got enough degree in that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I have a bachelor's degree.
Oh, yeah. There's a big demand for it, you know. I got a friend there, just, he's been teaching all kinds of, you know, you can go, you can be in a band or, you know, you don't have to play an instrument. You can just sit in there for a few days. You don't keep things going or history or anything.
Yeah.
Well, Stephanie said she's been having a hard time finding subs.
Who's that?
Stephanie. Stephanie Brown.
Our new commissioner.
Oh, she, I don't know her. She's gonna be the new commissioner, right?
Yeah.
What is she, a principal, is she, or?
Teacher.
Oh, she's a teacher, I see. Here in Harrison?
I think over in Farwell. Adult ed there.
Yeah, I think they're having trouble finding them, yeah, 'cause a lot of teachers are out. A big tall guy used to come in here, you know, all our meetings. He was a sub teacher. You know what I'm talking about, Dave?
Yeah, I think so.
He always had a comment to make.
Yeah.
Oh, Marty?
Marty Johnson, yeah, Marty Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Three of my granddaughters, we went to Olive Garden Sunday. Was one of them was a birthday.
No. I don't know that we've been out to a restaurant in months.
No kidding.
No.
Afraid to go, are you?
McDonald's, I think.
Yeah.
About as far as it gets.
That's pretty much what's open when I get out of my meetings. So, yeah.
So we're worried about, I was over at, with Dan Rareg, and we went to the Jackpot one day, but it's more so just trying to keep from getting anything, because I don't want my mother-in-law to get it.
She living with you?
No, she lives down the road. She has an apartment, but
She's the one that rented from Jerry, wasn't it?
yeah, she,
Back with him,
huh?
Jerry Mertens?
Yeah, she's got an apartment with him still. And then my sister-in-law, she lives over in Lake of the Pines by herself, so if they want to come and eat or whatever, they come over to our house.
Favorite fish restaurant down there in Sanford, and it got flooded out, but he moved to Midland. Trailside.
Those two counties got destroyed earlier this year.
Yeah, they did. The rail side was right downtown Sanford.
I don't know. It's just incredible how much flooding just all at once, you know?
Yeah.
Just virtually destroyed.
I drove by Sanford Lake just this week again, you know, I look over there, holy cow, unbelievable.
Bill Newkirk lived right over there.
Yeah,
He didn't live on the water, but he lives not very far from there.
yeah. Yeah, he wrote to me this week. Well, I was reminiscing on Facebook there. I was up to Ludington 45 years ago, the day that Fitzgerald went down in Superior.
Oh, wow.
I worked for a company called Perlator Courier, and we delivered canceled checks to banks. So I was in this one bank, and of course I went in there 5 days a week, and the guy knew me, and he said, Leonard, he says, it was just a few blocks, he says, drive down and take a look at the lake. And it was frightening just sitting in a vehicle looking at Lake Michigan that day. That would have been about noon. And Fitzgerald went down later that evening up in Superior.
Wow.
Can't imagine what that was like on that ship.
Oh, no.
I'm afraid of water anyway. I mean, I fish, but I keep a life jacket on. I don't know how to swim.
It's funny.
I overboard once, and Dusty, who works for Michelle, saved me.
I have a fear of drowning, but I can swim pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. I don't know.
I always think if I had to, I probably could, but I'd probably panic. I got a real good life vest though. I wear it all the time.
That's good. My dad lived not too far from the Lake Michigan in Ludington there.
Oh, yeah?
He only lived a few blocks from there.
Right now?
No, many years ago. He was he lived in West Branch and Fife Lake and those types of areas and Ludington and stuff. He was a geologist in the oil field, so.
Oh, yeah.
I have a question. Since you guys canceled the meeting for this month, is there going to be another meeting, a special meeting, or we all wait until December?
I don't know. I don't know that, Michelle. Do you know anything, Tracy?
As far as I know, as far as I knew that they were waiting till December, according to Samantha.
Okay.
I was surprised to hear about it because I wasn't contacted about it. I didn't know.
About the meeting?
Well, I knew it was canceled, but I wasn't, you know, I wasn't privy to the information prior to being canceled.
No, Samantha texted me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been probably after the IT meeting. I don't think we talked about it in the IT meeting yesterday.
Reach out there.
I mean, you know, if we need one, I'm down to holding one this week. I'm free.
Yeah, I am too.
There's no skin off my back.
Are you surprised, David, the amount of bills come through twice a month?
It's about what I figured. Still like to spend money in this county, so.
For a young guy, I've noticed you're quite physically conservative.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from, you know?
Well, from little on up, my parents were always making sure we'd save our money in savings accounts and make sure we don't just go out and spend things. And, you know, I was probably one of the last few classes where I actually taught how to balance a checkbook.
Yeah.
So
You're pretty good in mathematics, I think.
I do pretty decently when it comes to money. Make sure that I have more than I need to spend.
Yeah.
It's always been my philosophy is if you can't afford it, you really shouldn't be trying to buy it.
Yeah, for a young guy, I mean, you had a good grasp of it. Noticed that. Appreciated it. I got a granddaughter. She wants to be an actuary. We're going down. I'm going with her Monday. She's looking at a school. She's been offered a full ride at quite a few schools.
Oh, that's good.
This is a good deal, huh?
Oh yeah, especially with how much tuition prices are increasing, despite the fact that, you know, most schools are going to end up being online. So there's.
Yeah. She's 1,500 there in her SAT. I guess that's pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Four. All right.
Not really. Yeah.
Shop 300. Oh. I do just have a minor question on this, not anything about the price, but I really want to know, what is a green approved sticker?
Green approved sticker?
Yeah, it's Lori Phelps' apartment. She printed 1,000 of them. I'm just curious what they are.
I don't know.
I'll probably ask her when I see her next time.
Green approved sticker, huh?
Yeah, I wonder if it's like some sort of biodegradable thing or something.
Probably referring to the color,
Maybe.
maybe for the building department inspections.
Oh, yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, green approved, yeah. Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense than I was trying to think of. I was like, how do you have biodegradable stickers? Don't they all degrade? Hmm. Oh. I'm glad that this is coming from an oil corporation, because when I saw a tank lease plan, I was like, what are we planning on doing? Invading Gladwin County? What are we?
Tank lease, yeah. Might not be a bad idea. That's fun. Tank lease. So is this presidential thing over today?
Well, we'll find out December, but given my experience with 3 counts,
Yeah.
probably.
I was worried about, well, you know, Lori, I asked you about, you know, I've been worried the whole time, you know. I mean, before the election, you know, I didn't, remember I talked to you about, I said, how do you feel? And you know, I could have went either way, I did, but I think there's been some screwy things happen.
Yeah,
We'll see how it all washes out.
Detroit is always known for their creative accounting when it comes to our politics.
Or Chicago, of course, we know Chicago's always gonna go Democrat, but Illinois,
Mhm.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. It's just insane what people think they can get away with, and then a lot of times they do. But oh well. It's only about 2-3 years, and then the next election starts.
Yeah, they look like they hopefully pick up the House and those 2 seats in Georgia, those, you know, there's,
Yeah,
they're
the
gonna
two,
take at least one of those.
yeah, I think that, you know, I think they'll probably end up staying Republican. The one was just barely shy of the 50 margin that they needed.
Is that the Loeffler one?
I think so. The other seat was because they had a 20-person race. And, you know, having more than 2 people tends to split up the vote.
Yeah, I saw that.
There were a lot of Republicans running, so it'll probably end up that way too. I mean, if it doesn't, it'll just end up being deadlocked because, you know, with Kamala Harris being the president of the Senate, she'll be able to tie vote.
Yeah, right. She's the one that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm. I never understood why he picked a senator from California to be his running mate.
Right, she was not gonna be able to help him. He's getting that, it's a given already.
Yeah, you would normally pick someone from a swing state, you know. I guess I don't know, he sort of put himself in a corner when he said he was gonna pick.
Pick a woman of color.
Yeah, I mean, there's not very many of those in.
Unless the DNC's intention was to have Harris as the president all along.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I wonder how.
She is really, really liberal.
Yeah. I watched the vice presidential debate between her and Pence.
I did too.
And she just came off really. I did not like the way she presented herself and her case to the American people.
Get that squirrely little laugh.
Yeah. I guess that people were just charmed by, I don't know,
Trump did
by Joe Biden.
Wish he'd have done there. You know, I never saw any reason that he had to go after McCain, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, a dead guy. I mean, he served in prison there in Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the way he went after the Bush family.
Yeah, that was probably not a good idea. So it probably wasn't a good idea to do that. Yeah. I don't know. Trump's personality may have been. Can't deny that he got some good stuff done, though.
Oh, yeah, he did for certain, yeah.
I just hope that the new administration doesn't decide to tinker with too many of the things that are fixed. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You know, they're gonna try to roll some of her back, though.
Well, it kind of sounds like he already released a statement saying that he wants to basically undo all the executive orders as the first thing he does in office.
You know, the Democrats were so upset when Trump said he wanted to roll back some of the policies of the Obama administration. And said if they were in power, they'd never do that. You know, careful what you say, because it might come back to bite you. I don't know. We're in for an interesting 4 years.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
to say the least.
That's why I think it's important that we at least hold the Senate because, you know, at least there's some sort of blocking force in the Senate.
Right.
We won't have 50 Supreme Court judges just randomly appear overnight.
Yep.
I think it was the last time that we had a court packing scheme that was close was back when they did when FDR decided that they weren't pushing his New Deal far enough and he tried to increase the court. His party stopped that. This time, if the Democrats have control of the Senate, they're going to put as money in there as they want just because they were upset about the last 3 picks that Trump made. Which I don't know why, because the judges on their own merit, if you just looked at their case logs, they're highly qualified judges, you know? I think they're probably just really salty about what happened to Merrick Garland. I mean, that was a raw deal for everyone. I don't think they should have done that, but I mean, they had the power to do it and they did it. It's sort of a done deal at this point. They can't really change anything. But then again, you know, I also feel like if Trump had pulled the most surprise card ever possible that the Democrats would never expect and actually nominated Merrick Garland, they probably would have voted him down just because Trump said
That's what he thought, yeah.
Trump said he wanted him. So no, we're not going to do this. But it's the guy you wanted. We don't care. Okay. Oh, great. Default reflexes. How dare you? Orange bad. There's no way to run the country. I don't know. Easier.
Your name's on here, Dave.
Yep.
Reimbursement for recount, $50.
Oh, that's good. I'm looking for that. Yeah, Winterfield and Summerfield couldn't be recounted, so I get the money back. That was an interesting time.
Well, those other 2 people that got votes, how do you think that would have shaken out if, you know, those, I think she'd have got more, you know, the other two people.
Oh, you mean if the other 2 hadn't been?
Well, let me see. I mean, those people voted for those other 2 didn't vote for you.
Yeah, well,
I wonder if they weren't in there, you would have got some of them and she'd have got some of them.
I think that I probably would have won, honestly, because a lot of the problem that I had was a lot of false negative crap and harassment from one of the candidates. So I think it probably swayed people against me in certain aspects because they were going out and saying a whole bunch of mean, nasty, negative things about me that weren't true. You know,
one of the winners or the losers?
Loser.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
was obsessed with tearing out my signs and just going negative all over social media and saying all sorts of nasty things throughout town. It was not a good time. So yeah, no, if it just been a 2-person race, I think I probably would have won. As it was, I only lost by 2 votes. I mean, 1 really, but the appeal for the second vote that should have been back again was denied. So, on the grounds that, 1 vote won't matter. So anyway, But that's in the past. I just gonna move on and, find something else to do
Yeah.
for 2 years, Yeah,
Well, you're a young guy. Hey, I'm not running again, but,
yeah, I've got plenty of time.
you ever thought of leaving the state and broaden your horizons, have you, or?
I really like Michigan. I'm not gonna move unless I really have to, I don't think. My family's been here for generations.
Yeah. Auckland's an old name, is it up here?
Well, my mom's family, the Cawkinses, had down in Clare before the Doherty.
Oh, no kidding. That's from your mom's family, the Calkins house.
Yeah.
No kidding.
And
Oh, I guess so.
my mom's father owned a restaurant in Farwell. It's the Baselli's Pizza now, but it used to be Cindy's.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was named after my mom.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my grandfather was J.L. Calkins.
What was his first name?
Jay.
Jay Calkins?
Yeah.
Oh.
My grandmother was Dorothy. Yeah.
So they were with the Calkins house. Yeah, that would be preceded the Doherty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then a good portion of the family lives around Saginaw. Dad's family's from Whitmore Prescott area.
Oh, yeah. Hale, Rose City.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, why'd you leave?
I had a phone call.
I
Oh,
thought you were buying his pizza.
No, I gotta go make a delivery,
Okay.
cleaning supplies.
yeah, you coming back, right?
Huh?
Are you coming back?
Sure. I can do that.
So this Claire Kaiser, she's left then, huh?
Mhm.
Yes.
Has she been replaced yet?
No.
Is she in the fire department in Claire, this girl?
Mhm.
Is she? All right,
Mhm.
we'll probably be here. Oh.
Nobody. Like cleaning supplies. They didn't tell me they locked the doors.
The guests have got there now, Jesse.
Sandy's out there and Kim Davis out there.
Well, Kim and who?
Sandra Bristol.
Oh, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy.
Sandy B. I'll see there, Dave. That proves you can come back from a loss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it just got to get some better turnout next time. Talk to a couple people, let them know that I'm still planning on, if I decide I want to come back. I think the thing was a lot of people just thought, oh yeah, he's going to win. And then didn't,
The woman at me, did she campaign very hard?
Not that I saw, not really. I mean, she put a couple signs up, but her cousin was running for township clerk down in Greenwood. Her cousin's friend was running for trustee. Her cousin's friends and whatnot were pretty well known in Lily Lake community. So, but no, I mean, I don't think that she even knew all the district because it looks like she may have campaigned in Reading Township and Surrey as well. I don't know. I mean, she just moved here from New
She's
Hampshire.
been gone a long time. A lot of the voters wouldn't have known her history, wouldn't have known her dad. I know.
Mm-hmm.
You knew her dad. He used to be a photographer here.
Yeah. And it's always difficult moving to either to a new place or back to an old place after being, gone for a while. I mean, I heard that she put mailers out and put signs up, but actual campaigning, I don't know. I heard more from the other candidate, Certainly spent a lot of time picking my signs up. Anyway, but no, I don't know if she really campaigned all that hard. Didn't go to all the meetings. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
So did you get all those done there, did you?
Yeah, I'm still working on it.
Okay. Don't worry.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that I'm.
I think I'm okay.
I just got some other stuff for you when you get that done.
Okay.
Get in there. Over some stuff and I couldn't get in the lobby of the probate. Not that I really wanted to go in there, but.
I really think we made the right decision yesterday about closing the courthouse for 2 weeks. Because, you know, the schools are starting to close down, things are getting pretty bad. Thousands of people that went out the next day after the election to do that big, all those big parades certainly didn't help. Things are just, people have gotten sick of lockdowns. So,
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I did. You got it tempered. I know it's hard.
yeah. It's really hard to stay vigilant for a long period of time against something you can't see. So it's understandable.
Funny thing is, you can lock me down all you want. I've got a basement that I go down and I do my craft stuff but I'm really excited that my shows have started.
Yeah, that's
Your shows, I mean, showing stuff.
Well, no, TV shows.
Oh, yeah.
The Chicago Fire, Med and PD, those all started.
I'm
Special,
watching reruns of that Last Man Standing. I've never watched it before.
yeah, it's a funny show.
It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Get it on Chicago station at night. It starts at the.
I'm not much for comedy, so like Special Victims Unit, I was catching up on reruns of that. So that started last night, so I recorded that. Grey's Anatomy, I've been watching that since it started.
Oh yeah, my parents used to love
I
that.
don't know how to record, so my wife always did that, but.
Yellowstone.
I've heard about that. Where's that on? I never can find it.
Oh, it's on Paramount TV with Kevin Costner.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I wonder if I get that. I got Dish Network.
Oh, I'm sure you should.
Mhm.
It hasn't started yet. I think it's starting November 22nd.
Hmm.
I think that's what I heard.
Second season is
Third,
third. Oh, wow.
yeah. It's really good. I like it a lot. I'm like,
What's it, an hour program?
yep,
Just continues on each week.
yep. My husband was watching it. I'm like, what are you watching? And he said, it's called Yellowstone. He said, I started watching it last year. So I ended up going and getting the first 2 seasons so I could watch them to try to catch up before I.
Yeah.
What's your boy doing now? He graduated last year.
Brock?
Your youngest one.
Yep, Brock is, well, technically he hasn't gotten his diploma yet because he's in the 5th year at Claire,
Yeah.
but he's going to school out at Mid.
Mm-hmm.
Mount Pleasant.
Nope, here in Claire, or here in Harrison.
Yeah.
Starts some cybersecurity classes coming up here soon. He works for Tom Jarrett over in Farwell at the gas station over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tom got 2 stations over there. Does he got the one out by the expressway too?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it's really funny because Tom Jarrett, we know he's a Republican, diehard Republican. So I'm on my way home from work one day and we know that he's got this piece of property that they go out and shoot. And like a shooting range. And I'm driving by there, this is before the election, and I see there's a Biden sign just on the inside of the entrance. So I continued on and I had to go back get Brock at work. So I came back and picked him up. I says, you aren't going to believe this. So I took him back that way. And he goes, oh, Tom's going to be so mad. I said, get some pictures of that. So Brock showed it to him the next time he saw him. He says, why didn't you take it down? You don't have my back or what?
What stations he work at?
He works at the Trading Post right there in Farwell.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does propane and,
What is he? Oh, they fill 100-pounders here, do they?
yeah, I think so. But they have to be outside the vehicle. Like in a trailer or something like that. Yeah. He's funny. He messes with the guys there a lot. He gets a chocolate milk, a big chocolate milk every once in a while. And I said, he goes, it was leaking or something. I'm like, don't get that all over my car. I don't want it all over the leather. He goes, okay, I'm trying. Well, it kept happening. Well, come to find out, one of the other guys was poking a hole in it.
Okay.
Yeah,
In the plastic jug?
yeah.
Uh, So what kind of prices are on a miniature schnauzer? Did it say?
Let me look.
Hmm.
When we were selling our puppies, I was selling them on Hoobly. They pretty much sell anything on there, but they do have a lot of pets.
I want to do a lot of traveling. I want to do a lot this year, but I couldn't. Hopefully next year I can. I like to ride the train.
Oh, that is fun.
I like to get on, go to Chicago, up through Minneapolis and up through Montana, Washington, down to California, and back through Denver. Just ride it.
Train is the way to go if you want to go to Chicago. Driving there is kind of horrifying.
We took the train to
Yeah.
Chicago.
Did you ride the train some, maybe?
The last time I was to Chicago, we drove. My car came back on one of those wheel pulley things behind it.
No kidding. Yeah. Yeah.
My transmission decided that it was gonna blow. I lost third and fourth gears. That was not fun.
What was you doing?
Sorry, I don't mean to keep interrupting.
I had to drop Chris off. He was going to do a spring term from a college over in Germany.
Oh, wow. Did he go?
Yeah, he got there.
Flew out of O'Hare, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, you drove up to O'Hare, yeah. You got the tri-state, did you? Did you go up the tri-state, the toll road there?
Yeah.
You broke down.
Yeah, the 5.5 hour drive was not very good for my my 97 Chrysler. It was the stop and go traffic. It was like 99 degrees out. The transmission just finally gave up.
So you had to have somebody come and get you, or?
No, we drove it back in a U-Haul truck.
Oh,
We
okay.
had a U-Haul truck, one of them small ones.
Oh, and you put
And we had the wheel dolly thing that
Yeah.
you put the car on.
I get you. You rented a truck with a dolly.
Yeah, it could go 40 miles an hour, but anything over that was too much for the remaining gears. And people in Chicago drive like 110
Oh,
miles an
yeah,
hour.
I go to Chicago quite a bit.
And there may be 5 lanes, but there's 7 cars across. They don't bother looking for anyone. I don't know how anyone drives there. It's just like horrifying.
You gotta get there like 2 a.m.
Yeah, 1, 2 in the morning seemed to be the best time to leave because that was a horrifying experience.
Oh, it's a tough job.
The worst part about it is it finally broke down quick in the south side.
Oh, yeah, the bad part of town.
Yeah. And it was during the most violent weekend in the year for them that year.
Was you on your way home when it happened or on the way out?
It broke the first time when we were on the way to the airport. So Chris had to go hop on the train,
Oh, yeah, the elevator there.
Yeah. Well, got it working. And the thing is, when it broke, hopped out and looked at the engine, the main problem was it was starting to overheat. We'd lost fourth gear at the time. And I did not realize that coolant could boil. So that was horrifying. The actual coolant in the tank was not like a normal boil. It was a rolling boil.
Oh, yeah, you get hurt with that.
It was like, because the car was overheating so much and we had lost the fourth gear. And third gear was pretty damaged. And then the third gear finally died as we were trying to get back and driving.
So it's an automatic, right?
Yeah, it was an automatic, but it also had an option that you could make it a stick.
Yeah.
And that was the only reason we were able to drive, because if you had it in normal drive mode, what would happen was it would get to the end of second gear to go to third gear, and then it would just start having a huge fit about it. The needle, the RPM would go all over the place.
Did you ever get it back?
Down.
I heard you talk about it before. Did you ever get it fixed there?
Well, I had the part. I had the transmission. Unfortunately, with the way the COVID's going, it's really hard to get someone to work on it. So
yeah.
I'm hoping to get it fixed pretty soon, but not yet.
Yeah, I've heard your dad talk about it.
It's frustrating because I really love the car. It's a convertible, so I can pop the top off and drive around in the summertime. It's a really nice car. It turns on a dime. It goes 0 to 60 in like 0.1 seconds. I have a 6-cylinder engine with multi-port injected. It just whoosh.
Yeah.
Just really nice car. If a Leaf gets in front of it, though, it can't move anymore because of how low the clearance is. I was working here. We drove into work one day and alternator got soaked. Destroyed the energy.
Now is there, do you? So you're not driving it now then yet?
Unfortunately, not right
now. Like you, didn't he?
That's they got a male and a female, but they're $200, but they're mixed with miniature or with Chihuahua.
Oh, yeah.
That one's an Adrian.
Cheap enough.
Yeah, and these ones are higher. Doesn't create.
So that's the site you're talking about, all humbly, huh?
Hubli. Yep, Hubli.
Yeah. They show all kinds of things on there, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, animal and tractors and stuff too?
Yep. We posted our puppies on there when we sold them.
Had good luck with it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Sold them all before they were even 7 weeks old.
That's HOO?
HOOBLY. And you can search on there for around your area.
Oh, heard of it. I use Craigslist and I use Facebook Marketplace. You like the Schnauzer, do you?
Yeah, it's cute.
Are they pretty good natured dog, are they?
Mm-hmm. Older. See where I got my things saved at.
See the ones here in the Rochester Hills, Michigan, 2000.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. That's a tiny one, huh?
Yeah, she's my girl.
What's her name, you say?
Her name's Elsa.
Elsa, okay, yeah, Elsa. Is that from the movie Frozen?
Uh-huh. They had named her before.
So is that a mixed dog or?
Yeah, I think she's mixed with, Wow, I think.
How many dogs you got?
Just 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one you got from what's his name there, huh?
Yeah.
Screwball.
And then we got the older, my golden retriever. And that's her.
Yeah.
Anna, you're not
Katie.
making any motions in the next couple minutes, are you?
No.
I'm gonna step out for a second.
You're cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's Katie. Her mama passed away here a while ago.
So how many motions do you want to make before she gets back?
Yeah. That's what I need to hear. Yeah, a couple lame ducks here. I apologize to you about that guy, you know, Jack. Jack thought that guy was in his district.
It's fine. The maps need to be updated, so make them a little clearer.
Was he in Jack's district at one time?
Yeah, he was before the last census.
I get you. Okay, must be what he was thinking.
When the census was given, then they added more to my district and took it away from Jack. So
yeah,
that's what happened there. Hopefully, this never happens again to anyone, because I would not want to have anyone go through what I went through against him. That was just nasty.
What was his name? That guy's got a cleaning service, right?
Yeah, Bill Shue. Yeah, he was the one that was harassing Tracy over the contract. You know, I got messages from him at 5 a.m. on a Sunday.
Yep.
About that. I was not happy with that. That was just, you can't wait till at least a decent hour. Anyway, I had a test on Monday morning that I had been studying all weekend for. I don't know how I passed that test.
Are you still taking some courses over college?
No, I graduated in the spring, so I'm gonna have to look for a master's program now. And I'll have that.
Where are you gonna take that at, your master's?
I'm not sure. There's a couple places I'm looking at.
Do it online?
Yeah, it's probably end up having to be online. You know, given current events. But yeah. I enjoyed my time at Alma. It's kind of sad what's going on now, you know. They're virtually prisoners in their own dorm rooms.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to be getting kicked off early this week from this.
I feel bad for them.
I mean, my senior class, we may not have had, you know, the rest of our semester. We only had to deal with a couple weeks. They have to deal with the couple weeks we did, plus this whole year, you know. That junior class that was under us is just, oh man. And the Greek life there is just gasping for breath now because of, you know, you can't hold parties or events. It's just, nobody's going to want to join a group that they can't do anything with.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like any fun that people would have in college is not going to exist right now because, well, don't want to give the teachers anything, you know. Kids, for the most part, They're fine, you know, with the way that things have been going, unless they're like asthmatic or got some sort of
Yeah,
pre-existing condition, but I know the school was really concerned they were gonna get the faculty stuff, and that's why we got kicked off like a month early in the previous winter semester. And sounds like things have only gotten worse there. So.
which way here's everything you read, it's going downhill.
Thank you, China.
So the college is holding everything over Zoom. The saying these days is college is the most expensive video streaming service you can buy.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh,
Incredible, because they won't lower their tuition or anything because they're trying to get out of a
He's a
whole.
bull-
way they're
he's a
going.
bulldog.
I don't know. With Alma, their financial situation was
Those are
increasingly worse because they decided they were gonna buy every piece of property that came up from there to the center.
Huh?
Before they had done that to the river, everything between
No.
them and the river they were buying, and then they decided that they were gonna buy everything from there to the inside of town because they decided they were gonna buy the opera
Doctors,
house.
do you know much about them? Pretty good, pet, do they?
Has turned into a dorm now.
Yeah, I mean, they're a little dog, so.
And then they, on top of all that, they decided they were gonna
Traveling.
renovate every building that they had, starting with the newest dorms because they couldn't get people to stay. And
Oh,
then
and Leonard, they would just.
things have just been crazy with them. They obviously don't
Maybe like your-
understand the concept of
Your best friend.
don't spend
Your buddy.
more than you make.
Sounds
They
like a
keep-
college.
Hmm?
Sounds like a college.
And doodle.
Yeah, and the thing is, they'll raise, they've been raising their tuition like $2,000 a year,
There's a shit
every
ton.
year. It's just been incredible.
Because they know the students will pay for it with student loans.
Your husband, he like dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And they go and show the new incoming freshmen, oh, these are your wonderful new dorms that you'll have. You'll go to all these places. There's food everywhere. You're
Bella
great."
to the,
By the time you get to be a junior or senior, they have stuff that hasn't
found out she had.
been
bladder
since
cancer.
1950.
We had to take her out and walk her around and stuff, and the nurse
Last
trying to talk to
semester.
us and tell us that.
Dorms flooded twice in the south end of the campus.
through All this.
There's like this much standing water and the,
uh,
so like,
chemo
you gonna
and
do
stuff like
anything
that.
about this? You gonna
Gonna help her.
this for the stuff that was damaged?
So we just.
Which is like, well, you guys shouldn't have had it on the floor. And then,
Yeah, I was like, I am not taking her home
oh
to
man,
bury her, and we can just.
but
have her cremated
yeah, no, it is quite expensive. Just
In a wooden box.
basically what we have here, you know. We spent
She was my girl.
$1,000 on this. Now we have students at school, they'll probably be paying that the first week of classes to use that. Just consider.
Let's see, yeah.
Probably one of the only good things that is gonna happen if they decide to do it, you know, Biden administrations, they were toying with the idea of getting rid of the student. Save the students some bit of money from all this extra COVID stuff they've had to pay for.
Well, if they do that, hopefully they don't raise their federal taxes to pay for it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they're gonna pay for any of these programs, honestly, and whenever you try to ask them, they're just like, well, we'll tax them. Okay. You tax the people that are most likely to leave when you try to tax them.
That's what I do.
I don't blame anyone, the ones that move their money offshore, because you know what? If you're gonna be targeted,
That were shocked that their rent went up was to increase the tax on the landowners.
yeah. They're like, why are you charging us more money? Well, because it costs more money to run this stuff. Yeah, I understand that. I don't know. I mean, taxes have their use, but you also have to be very careful how you do it, because there's only a certain amount of taxes that you can realistically enforce without people trying to, you know, go around and whatnot. And that's their prerogative. That's their right, you know. If you can legally not pay something, you know, I don't know. I do appreciate the Trump administration's attempts to fix the tax code, though,
Listen here, oh, where'd you go, Tracy?
because You shouldn't have to use the Rosetta Stone to
I
understand.
have a amount on here. Down there. Usually have an amount there. You'll have to make the motion. Hey, Jesse. To tell you about this log cabin here on the, down here in the end, that's my wife's people there, the Newman family.
Yeah. Oh,
That's, you know, the poets from Jay's down here, they're from that family.
Uh-huh.
Warner Petroleum, you know them, do you?
no.
They got their business down here between.
Oh, the Heinz propane people or?
No, it's Warner Petroleum,
Right, I don't.
Coleman Bill Warner. Huge, they're world buyers of petroleum. Got it. Stevenson Wyman Funeral Home, Mrs. Stevenson down there, names on the funeral home. She was from that family, Newman family. Big family. Come from up in Arthur Township.
You said you have more from Leonard?
Yeah, you got those down there, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Sign on the back of there, then in your sheet there, then hand it to me and I'll sign him.
Okay.
You found it, huh?
Yeah.
Got the amount, okay. Okay. And here's some, yeah, hand that one to me and I'll sign yours. Now, these are the ones here you can look over.
Are those extra ones on this list or something different?
Some ones where you pay restitution and a lot of that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Any paperwork to go with these or?
No, those are just, those are those attorneys that work on those cases and they're just all kinds of, you can look at them, they're just all kinds of stuff there.
Okay. So we don't have anything for the capital outlay, the ground care or the stuff ones?
Yeah, no, we don't have any other corresponding paperwork with them, no.
Okay.
There's, you know anything much about them?
I don't know what it is. I don't have
There's
a clue.
one for capital outlay for $3,117.18. There's ground care rubbish removal for $85 and a capital outlay for $1,705.
Yeah, they're just all there. That's the one where they're paying you the $50 back. It's under there too.
These three.
Miscellaneous stuff.
That one's drain.
Got the code on the back page, I think.
Yeah, but there's, so I was just saying there's no
Right,
bills.
no, none of those, yeah.
Oh, they were, let me see the sheets that you got with it, so you can,
Well, these are the ones that,
no, is it those last three that you said?
oh, no, there weren't any for these.
There was, you didn't get anything for them?
No, we never
No.
do. There's,
No, I didn't.
this is different than what we.
Oh, okay. So American Waste, that is, that's your trash at the, that's the animal control.
Yeah.
Drain, that's a, looks like something she had to post. Yeah, that came out of the 801, which is a fund.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, that's one of their drains. And then that same thing too, that came out of the drain as well,
Okay,
but they're out of those funds.
so we don't need one of these then for that.
No, we don't have any other, that's the only paperwork we have there.
Is that the Wednesday check runs maybe that she pays out?
Could be.
I just want to make sure I'm doing this right.
Let me go check with Jody real quick.
You
So
never-
two
you never-
drain
you never
ones.
come down, no.
Yeah,
And the one where you would reimburse $50, that comes under that stuff there too. Yeah, sign off on them, that's,
Set that aside for now. She gets back.
So Jeff, he didn't stay with us very long, huh?
No, he kind of left shortly after the special meeting was over with. In fact, we're the only ones on the meeting at the moment.
Are we?
So what you're saying is no one wanted to hear my riveting political take?
those are from Wednesday check run.
Okay.
Yeah, they weren't, you didn't approve them today.
So I don't have to worry about not having, okay.
Nope.
All right.
What's the difference? I've never understood that. Tracy, what's the difference with the Wednesday check run versus the bills that the finance committee approves? If they don't approve the Wednesday check run?
The Wednesday, because the Wednesday check runs are usually like your utilities, your things that that we pay on a regular basis.
So those don't need finance approval?
No,
Okay. All right.
utilities and things like that. We don't put the credit cards through there because the if we did wait to put them through finance, they would be late. So we run those through Wednesdays. What else? You're like rubbish and removal. Yeah, those types of things. Yeah.
That's a pretty big, long list of stuff.
Mhm. And they are, she provides copies in there and they're also made available on the county website.
Those reports?
Mhm.
Where are those at? I get the reports. I just was curious as to where. I didn't realize they were put on there.
My neighbor there, Sam Sharp, got on the school board,
Oh, did he?
or she.
Or she? Oh,
She's a nice young woman.
Oh, yeah,
good.
she's a sweetheart. Her mind though. Don't be shy.
Under the financials, Lori, there's a, at the very bottom, it says Clear County reports and studies, check claims and audits.
Oh, okay. Finance, you said?
Mm-hmm. Under the financials on the website.
Where do you find it? I don't even see that under any of the drop downs. Oh, county financial status.
Yep.
Okay.
Brock said about your 100-pound cylinders.
Oh,
Yes, they do, but when they bring them in, it needs to be in an open bed vehicle with the tank standing up and strapped down when it leaves the parking lot.
has to be standing up, huh?
Yep,
Do they load them, do they?
I think so. I don't know. I would assume,
They're getting kind of heavy for me to load them
yeah,
by myself,
yeah.
100 pounds in my pickup.
Well, they usually have two of them working, so I'm sure that he could get help if he can get it up there.
Oh, this is just.
Daughter got drawn for jury duty, but nothing this month. She called in, they don't have nothing for the whole month.
Yeah. Dwayne's back today.
Who?
Dwayne,
Oh, has he been off?
yeah.
Sick, is he?
Mhm.
Dwayne has?
He was, yeah.
Did he have COVID or just,
Mhm.
no kidding? Wow.
Yeah, one of the ones at the sheriff's department.
Yeah, well, he's everywhere.
Yeah.
Hard worker.
He's feeling better.
But he is an avid mask wearer and Lysol wiper, and I mean, he's always cleaning and disinfecting stuff.
Probably around a lot of people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, you get all those signed, did you?
Yeah. Mhm.
Let me see, you got that sign and that sign. And you got all those other ones down there in order, right?
Yeah, they're in order.
And all these are signed, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got a couple more here for you. That one.
Yeah, we like to have this on your life way.
Yeah, this here's for that.
Define friends.
There's two that we need to sign off. Those are for Gypsy Moth. These are all in the same order we had them in, huh?
Yep. I just on the second one here.
Yeah, anywhere you want there.
Another thing was one of the last classes of being taught cursive.
Yeah. And there's that one, that old one. You get-
Oh,
Yeah, there's two Gypsy Moths there. And you're doing it in the wrong hand too, you know, so that's tough.
Mm-hmm. Luckily,
And you know, you want to be president. A lot of presidents are left-handed.
Mhm.
Obama, Clinton. Have you thought about running there for the House? You know, I mean, Wentworth, his 2 years and he's done.
maybe. Possibility. Would be nice to keep it in Clear County. You know, the last few have been ours.
I think, I don't know, what do we do with that? Do you keep that in?
There you go.
Got that, huh? Okay. Well, there's the motion. Okay, you ready, clerk? We're getting ready for you.
I'm ready.
He's getting ready.
Oh, do I have to send this?
Let me see. No, you just make the motion if you would, up on top there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion to approve the November 13th, 2020 general fund claims as submitted in the amount of $81,814.84.
I'll second that motion. We'll ask our clerk for the roll call.
Copeland,
Yes.
Strauss,
Yes. Motion passed. Guess we'll ask for any public comment there, Jesse.
No comment.
Any comment from the room here? Hearing no public comment. Without this meeting adjourned.
Okay.
Let me see, what's it, 10:48?